Welcome back to another Skincare Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking all about exfoliation, which is the next step in our 10-step skincare routine after cleansing. So remember, every Tuesday we are talking skincare here, so be sure that you click subscribe so you get notifications for that and all the other fun things we do here. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Exfoliation is a really important part of our skincare routine. The main reason is to remove dead skin cells from our face. So you may not realize, but dead skin cells build up on your face, and if you don't exfoliate them properly, then they get into your pores, and that's how they get clogged. The sebum can't get out, and then it causes a blackhead or a whitehead or pimples or acne or whatever. And it also prevents new skin cell growth. With extra dead skin cells is also going to inhibit the growth of new skin cells, and new skin cell growth helps with texture, tone, and wrinkles. So exfoliating is a really important part of our skincare routine. So I'm just going to share the different types, some different types of exfoliators. And I just want to preface this by saying skincare research is always evolving. They are always finding something out new. So this is my current skincare exfoliation routine. But as I learn new stuff, of course, I'm going to bring that to you guys here on Tuesdays. So this is not like the be-all end-all, but this is a great place to start. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a physical exfoliator. So there's two kinds of exfoliators. We have physical and chemical. So I just use one type of physical exfoliator. I have some other ones that I've used in the past, but I kind of cut everything out when I started my new skincare routine just to start fresh and see how it works. And then I may add those back in, or I may not. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the strawberry black sugar mask wash off from Skin Food. And I will show you guys this after I go through my different exfoliators. But this one is a really gentle physical exfoliator. So physical means there's something physical to feel that's going to be scrubbing the dead skin cells off your face. So black sugar is really gentle, and as it gets warm and has water, it starts to dissolve. So you're not scrubbing your face with something that is so rough like walnuts or little beads or other things that don't dissolve. This dissolves, and it's really gentle, and it also, strawberry oil is really good for your skin, and it really leaves your skin feeling hydrated after you used it, as opposed to feeling like stripped of all of its moisture and like everything's been sucked out. So I really like this one. It also smells delicious. The next type of exfoliator is chemical. So I have a couple different kinds of chemical exfoliators. Also, you only want to use this 1 to 2 nights a week, and I typically only use it 1 night a week. I have kind of a rotation that I go through. So this type of exfoliator we're going to talk about is AHA. So that's alpha hydroxy acid. There's 4 different kinds of AHA acids. Typically though, it will just say AHA on it. And this is one of my favorite ones. This is the Neogen Biogauze Peel Pads, and I will show you guys how I use these as well on a separate night that I show you how to use that. They are made with fermented ingredients. This one is made with the wine. They also have a green tea and a lemon. And there's an exfoliating side and a cotton side. So you put the exfoliator on with the gauze peel, and this one is a wash-off one. So whichever kind of exfoliator you're using, you want to make sure to read the directions to see if it's a wash-off or a leave-on. Then I don't have another kind of AHA one that I use on a nightly basis other than my vitamin C. So then my vitamin C is the other AHA that I use, and all of these I use on separate nights. So typically this gets once a night, and then the next night I'll use my vitamin C, the next night I'll use my biogauze, the next night I'll use my BHA, the next night I'll use my biogauze or vitamin C, and then the next night vice versa. So these typically get 2 nights a week. This one gets 1 night a week. So vitamin C is a lot less concentrated of an AHA, so it's a good go-between on the other nights, but you definitely don't want to use 2 kinds of acids on the same night because they do make your skin more sensitive. This is a leave-on one, and it's also great for decreasing scars on your face as well. Vitamin C has a lot of great benefits for your skin. And when I get to moisturizer, I'll talk about the vitamin E that I combine this with to really enhance the effects of both of those. Then the other one is a BHA. So a BHA is a beta hydroxy acid. So the AHAs are water soluble, so they are more surface level exfoliation. The BHA is oil soluble, so it's going to actually exfoliate inside your pores. So BHA is salicylic acid. I'm sure you guys have all heard of that before. So what I do with this one is on the nights I use it, I just put it onto a cotton pad and I wipe it on my face. I'm having a lot of breakouts lately, so I think I'm going to be adding a daily cleanser with BHA, with just like a low BHA in it, just to kind of get the parts that are breaking out a lot. And I'm going to get a CosRx one, so I'll put a link for that. Those are the exfoliators that I use and how I use them. So they're really good for getting those dead skin cells off of your face, allowing the sebum to come through so it's not getting stuck in your pores. Because if it gets stuck in your pores, and then it's able to push through to those dead skin cells, that's what's going to cause pimples and whiteheads. But if it reaches the surface and it doesn't have something on top of it, that's what causes a blackhead. So these are both stay-on acids. So when I use these two, I use them right after the cleansing steps before the toner. As you'll see, they kind of are part of exfoliator and part of the cleansing step. And when I use these two, I use them right after my toner step because they stay on. So that toner step is the last part of cleansing, so I want to get all of that last dirt off. And then these are going to go on right between my toner and my essence. So you will see how I use these two. And then this one I just put on, like I put on a toner or an essence. I just put some drops in my hand, put them together, and then pat them into my skin, and I do my neck, and if there's anything left, the back of my hands. And this one I use the same way, just in a cotton pad, so I'll put it on there, and then I just swipe it over my face. So that is all about exfoliations and how to use them and what those AHAs and BHAs are. So if you guys have any questions, there's just so much involved in there that I can't bring it all in one video, so please put your questions below and I'm happy to help answer those or give suggestions. I will put some links in the description box of different products that I would recommend. We are going to be going over how I use these two. This one's really cool to see, so be sure you stay tuned to see that one. I have done my first two steps of cleansing, so the oil cleansing and the foam cleansing. And I do not do the toner yet if I'm going to do a wash-off exfoliator. So tonight I'm doing the physical exfoliator, the Skin Food Black Sugar Strawberry Wash-Off Mask. So what I do with my face still wet, my hands wet, I'm just going to scoop out a little bit here with a little spatula. So about that much. And it is going to start to dissolve in my hands. So I like this sugar exfoliator because it is really gentle. And once again, we're just going to take, the 2 fingers, but I've got to get this mask onto my face first. And then I'm just going to gently scrub this on. And as you're scrubbing it on, that sugar is dissolving. So you're not scrubbing like really harsh granules or nuts, or I know a lot of exfoliators have nuts. It's just really gentle. This is a wash-off one, so obviously we're going to wash it off. So, I don't know if you can see, my bathroom doesn't have as good of lighting. So you can see it does have little like strawberry seeds in it. Okay, so then it says you leave on for 10 to 15 minutes and wash off, so I will be back. So the mask has been on for about 15 minutes, so I am going to go ahead and wash it off, and how I do that is just over the sink and just rinsing it off. So I don't scrub it off. If you want to use your fingers at all, I would suggest using only these 2 fingers here. Remember, these are the ones with the least pressure in your hand, so you aren't going to be doing a lot of rubbing, but you could just massage it off like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've got it all washed off. My face is still wet. So this is the point where we're going to move into the mid-cleansing step. So we had an exfoliator in between it. So remember, the exfoliator is going to go, a wash-off exfoliator is going to go between the foam cleansing and the toner. So I'm just going to pat this water in. And then I'm just going to go in with my toner, the cleansing licorice pH balancing toner on a cotton pad. Swipe this around. So just to emphasize how important this step of the cleansing toner is, not like a astringent toner with alcohol, but a cleansing toner, which is why I really like this Aqua one, because it rebalances your pH as well, is I have double cleansed and we've done an exfoliator, and there is still residue on this. So this is a really important step of skincare, just to get all of those last little bits of dirt and makeup off your face. Now I'm going to go in with my Klairs Supple Preparation Toner and finish my night routine. So that's the last part of our wash off mask, and that's the Skin Food Black Sugar Wash Off Exfoliating Scrub Mask that I use. So next will be the Neogen Biogauze Peel Pads. Tonight we are doing my favorite exfoliator, the Neogen Biogauze Peel Pads. These are so cool. So once again, this has AHAs. It also has wine, so it's got tons of antioxidants, fermented ingredients, all things that are really good for your skin. This side here is the exfoliating side. It's a little more gauzy, and then this side here is the cottony side. So that's what we're going to wipe off our face with after we've exfoliated. There is so much liquid in this jar that when I take one of these out, it is like drenched. So I squeeze some of it out, and then when I'm done with these, I'm going to use some of my Klairs cotton, the cotton ones that I use for my toner, to make this go a little longer. So I'll be able to reuse that juice that's left in there. So remember, I have double cleansed. I've used my eNature Moringa Cleansing Balm and the Juice Beauty Cleansing Gel for my double cleanse tonight. My face is still a little wet from the cleanser. Remember, you don't ever want it to get totally dry. So here we go. So you just do circular motions. Around your skin. You don't want this to get near your eye area. And a little trick I do is, like, one half I'll put my 2 fingers on this side, and then for the other half I'll move them to this side. Okay, so you guys can probably tell that my skin is breaking out pretty bad. I am not sure what that is from, but I have introduced 2 additional products to my skin this week. One, fortunately, was just a sample sunscreen from MD Solar Sciences, so I'm hoping that's what it was. And it doesn't expire till November, so it's not that it's expired. I'm hoping that's what it is, because the other thing is a product I've really been wanting to try, and it's the Ordinary Buffet. It's a serum with tons of peptides in it, so it's really good for your skin, but I hope that's not what my skin has reacted to. So I took out both of them. Honestly, I don't need to put that sunscreen back in. It was just a little sample size. But hoping it clears up in the next couple days, and then I can introduce this back in to see what happens with that. So then there's still plenty left on here to exfoliate the neck. That buffet has a ton of good reviews. This is like, you're getting like some bonus information here tonight. The buffet has a ton of good reviews and it has such good ingredients in it. And it's not expensive. It was around $15 for that serum and it's an ounce, but yeah, maybe just something in it didn't react with another ingredient I'm using or with my skin or something. But I'm hoping it was just that sunscreen, because if it's got some pore clogging ingredients in it, that could have done it to me. And it is really a greasier sunscreen, so I will be not sad if that was it. And the Ordinary really shouldn't have any pore clogging ingredients in there. So I'm also just doing my hands. You guys know everything I do to my face, I do to my hands and my neck. Then I'm going to turn it around. And then this soft side is just going to slough off any extra dead skin cells that are still on there from exfoliating. It's just crazy to me, like, how much stuff is still on there after a double cleanse. And you guys would have saw that from my cleansing thing too with my toner. Okay, so that is the Neogen Biogauze Peel Pads. I am going to show you guys this up close. I had to turn my light down so you guys could see the residue, that you can really see it right in here. And then you can see some left on that side as well. It doesn't say that you have to leave it on for any amount of time. I'll usually just leave it on for a couple minutes, let it work in there, and then rinse it off. And after that, I go in with my toner to rebalance my pH and finish any cleansing that I need to. And then I continue with the rest of my nighttime skincare routine. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another Skincare Tuesday. I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. Bye.